Nursery Business Studies. Karibuni.
God is good, and all the time. I'm called Mr. Geoffrey Nyakech. I'm the class teacher from 3 Navy. I'm teaching geography and history. Thank you.
Good morning, parents. I'm Mr. Bernard Okuta, class teacher from 3 Pink, a teacher of chemistry.
Good morning, parents. I'm Kevin Oyo, the teacher of mathematics, class teacher from 3 Violet. Just before I give the next person, allow me, because I'll not get any other time. Now we are in Form 3. From mathematics department, there are a few items that we're expecting Form 3s to have. One of them, calculator. You know, when they're in Form 1 and Form 2, quite a number had bought. But now that they're in Form 3, it is something that is of necessity. We are not going to do mathematics without calculators. Number 2, we expect geometrical set. We expect mathematical tables, that is a 7th edition. And finally, we expect graph books. And we are specific on the graph book that we need, 2 millimeter. As you go to buy, please specify that you need 2 millimeter. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Crispin Ajina, teacher of chemistry, class teacher from 3 Orange, and the head of science. So I also want to put something across to the parents. As you know that our school is science-oriented school, and even from the previous results, we produce so many scientists, including doctors and engineers. So science as a practical subject, we require that each student in Form 3 is supposed to have what we call the practical workbooks that they use for their practicals during the lab sessions. That is in chemistry, biology, and physics. So before you leave here, as a parent, ensure that your son has the practical workbooks. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Mr. Paul Frank, a teacher of biology and agriculture, and a class teacher from 3 Digo. Thank you very much.
Dear parents, good morning. My name is Mr. Lodge David Oko. I'm a teacher of English language and literature, class teacher from 3 Cream, and their teacher of English language. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Lucy Odhiambo. I'm the class teacher in Form 3 Blue. I teach physics. Thank you.
Thank you. You notice that they are very strong, as I said. It's good they have also mentioned their subjects. If you would want to see them after this and consult, please, you will be consulting serious personnel. Allow me to start by saying that we really want to thank you for coming. Those who are still coming, we welcome you. The times are leveled. This is our 3rd year since we opened the stage of this partnership consulting with you, serious personnel. And now, the journey is what the parents of candidates 2020. We really want to, at the point where you are still coming, we welcome you. Understand the cornerstone. This is our 3rd year since we opened the stage of this partnership consulting with you, serious personnel. So that now the journey is what the parents of candidates 2020. We really want to, but also some parents still coming, we welcome you. Understand the level. So get a message.
Your best, and you've been very cooperative. We pray that this year is going to be even a better one, as God will give you more strength to work with us. This is the year you have done exams, you have forsake now boys, and your face cooperates boys. We define the results that they want is going to there is a policy where these results are defined. In Form 4, they are being polished. So this is the time, this is the year where you should spend much of your time to consult with the class teacher and to find out on the progress of your son. This journey is not a lone-ranging journey, and so we have to do a partnership. Just as Andrew Carnegie says, that coming together is a beginning. Working together is progress. And keeping together is a success. Please let us maintain the partnership. Let us work together. Let us keep moving. And for those who have not come, please inform them that there is nowhere where they will find joy more than when their sons pass exam. It starts from coming to school to look at what your son is doing and to see the progress of your son. We are privileged to have a very concerned principal when it comes to academics and the well-being of the boys. Please feel free to come to school and talk to him where there are challenges, especially on fees. I say that because there are some boys who have problems. Don't allow the boys to stay at home because we want to work together. Otherwise, I want to wish you well and keep working with us up to the time when we shall finish this. Allow me return this to the MC as I welcome you and tell you, feel free, feel at home, and St. Joseph's, we value you and we love you. Thank you. God bless you all.
Tumpigie mwalimu makofi. Asante Bwana Frederick kwa haya mawasilisho mazuri. Ambacho kiliweza kutoa mwanafunzi wa pili katika orodha ya wanafunzi bora katika nchi yetu ya Kenya. Mtihani wa mwaka jana. Hebu tujipigie makofi kama Rapogi. We produced the second best nationally. This is part of the team that worked around the clock for 4 years to ensure that we delivered on the mandate that parents do give us. Thank you so very much for that. With the due respect and lots of humility, I would wish to call Mr. Selbring Kalumba. Selbring is our DOS, the Director of Studies, and is the engine upon which the wheels of academics in this school roll. Let us appreciate him as he comes. Karibu sana mwalimu.
Thank you, sir. The senior principal, our two deputies, PA, chair, PA executive, our chaplain, dear colleagues, dear parents, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Good morning. I want to take this opportunity to thank the Almighty God for the care, for the protection, for the guidance, and for enabling us to attend this important function to chart a way forward for our 2026 candidates. I must admit now that you gave us Maliguvi, but next year tutawapatia Malisafi. Sijui Maligufi ni nini, gwiji wa lugha, lakini what I know that 2026 we are going to give you Malisafi. And we have a powerful team being led by our able, competent, tested and tried senior principal, Mr. Rasta Nyagwa. who understand the traditions and the values of this school. One key value of St. Joseph's School Rapogi is integrity. Even if you remain alone, no teacher will sit for exams for a student in this school. Let our student get D+, but that D+ will be useful. Let our students get A+, but that A+ they can seek, they can be admitted in any institution in the world, be it Harvard, any University of Oxford, they will go and they will perform. So we are very happy that the result that you have is out of sheer hard work, determination, and commitment. And we also thank our Reverend Father for always guiding us, for giving the students spiritual nourishment. These are a Catholic institution, and therefore we trust in the Lord, and the Lord has assisted us to produce the result. I want to take you through these results. Look at the last page where we have a summary of student grades and school since the first KCSE, 1989. The last KCSE will be administered in 2027. So next year, we'll be just one step away. So we want to finish in style. Our target for 2026 is 100% transition. And not only that, we want them to go and take competitive, marketable courses at the university. Now, when you look at these results, we are very consistent. We are very consistent. Our result does not move from a mean of 2 to 10, then 8, then 6. It is very stable, which shows that there's good work going on. In last year, we had a mean of 8.5911. We had a mean of 8.5, the best in the last 9 years. The best mean in the last 9 years, 8.5, with a transition of 91.4% the university, and those who did not make the university are able to join polytechnics and other institutions of higher learning. I also want to emphasize what the MC said, the Master of Ceremony talked about. We managed to produce the best student, the second best student nationally. We had 11 A+, 56 A-, 94 B+. We have 1 D+, 8 C-. So we thank God for this result. This should build your confidence that even your boys, as you work towards getting 100% transition to university, let us pray for them, let us continue supporting them. Now, to underscore what I've said about integrity, there's a boy who sat here in 2017, and he was admitted at the University of Nairobi. He's known as John Odoyo. He was being sponsored by the former governor. And what usually happens that in the era in which teachers sit for exams for students, majority even refuse to go to university. Those who go there, they don't complete their courses. So we are not going to produce grades to please the public, but we are going to ensure that students get what they deserve. Now, this boy was admitted to undertake architecture, and he was the best student in the entire University of Nairobi during last year's graduation. The best student in the entire University of Nairobi in the School of Architecture. And those are the kind of stories that we have. There are quite a number. We are not going to mention them. So trust us, believe in us, support us, and your sons will also do well. When you look at, I want to appreciate our PA, Executive Chair. He told me that he has also established a Director of Studies. The senior principal has just reminded me that John Odoyo was the best student overall. All the courses combined together, they have never seen a genius like that. John Odoyo was the best overall in the entire university, in all schools, in all departments, in all courses. Let us clap for John Odoyo and for the school. And we believe that even the boy that we produced here, the second best in the country, will emerge the best of them. So we are saying that when you look at the from 2026 candidates, that's where your heart is. That's why you came. You don't care whether we produce the second best, whether our boy was number one in the track, you don't care. What you care about is, what will my son get? Now, when they joined last year in January, the first cut, you realize that they did not perform well. And I'm thanking the P executive for producing this. I think you will discuss it in your classes. They had a mean of 5, majority scored a mean of 5, but as we continue to mold them, to shape them, quite a number improved, and the ND exams was pleasing, and it is a good indication that if we work together, support each other, these students are able to give us a mean of 10 plus come the year 2026. And we are working, we have programs, we have dedicated teachers, and we believe that our boys will do well. So as we discuss in your respective classes, let us come up with ways and strategies of ensuring that our target of 100% transition in 2026 is realized. May God thank you so much. May God bless you so much. And may God keep you in good state of health. Thank you so much.
Sijui kama tumechoka ama vipi, mbona tupige makofi tafadhali. Asanteni sana kwa kuitikia hilo. Naomba Mungu akubariki kwa sababu tunatambua kwamba wewe ndiye ambaye anatuongoza katika idara hiyo, na uongozi wako wa busara utapeleka Rapogi katika viwanja vya juu zaidi. Nashukuru kwa hilo. Tunataka kumkaribisha Mwalimu Jumba aweze pia kuongea na wazazi. Na shule yetu kama shule ambayo inatambua nafasi ya sayansi na teknolojia, wewe mwanafunzi ambaye anatumia haya maonyesho ama kikao kinaonyesha moja kwa moja mtandaoni. Kwa wale ambao wako na nafasi kufika pengine kikazi ama mambo mengine ya kibinafsi, wana nafasi ya kutazama kila kinachoendelea na kufuatilia matukio yote kupitia mitambo ambayo inaongoza wanafunzi wetu wa kompyuta. Mwalimu, tunakusamahani, mwenzetu fulani pia ameshafika. Bwana Boaz, idara hiyo ina walimu wawili, senior teachers na wawili, one academics, one administration. Bwana academics, karibu.
All protocols honored. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm not Mr. Jumba. Mr. Jumba is my colleague. He's Senior Master Administration. So the protocol indicates that I should talk first before he talks. So my name is Mr. Boaz Otieno Auma. I'm a teacher of computer studies. Computer studies is an elective subject. That means very few students take it from different streams in Form 3. And that does not mean I shouldn't talk to parents. I'm a senior teacher in charge of academics, and we have programs that affect the whole school. and therefore it is in order for me to address you today. Praise God. God is good, and all the times it seems you are tired, so maybe that can make you active. Now, the main areas I want to talk about is academic support program. It is directly in my docket, and I just want to give a reminder that as we work as a team with all stakeholders, I urge the parents that you check on that every term to enable us motivate teachers so that they can give extra time to the students in order to cover the syllabus in good time, and at the same time help the boys do revision before taking any internal or external exam. So I would urge the parents that cooperate in that area. At the beginning of the term, when the students came back, some of us forgot to act in that area. So today, I hope you will meet the obligations. Again, we have resources like photocopying papers or reams that the students are supposed to submit to every year. But you find that some parents, I don't know whether they forget or the students don't remind, because they keep on coming to school without. We only need 2 every year. So you can even bring one in first term and another one in third term to spread out the financial obligations that you have. So kindly parents, when the students are coming back to school, ensure that they give us at least 1 ream of photocopying paper so that we can do our exams and any other duty that requires papers. Now, when you do that, we have records. Unfortunately, when you give the students money to buy these papers, some of them don't buy. Or if they buy, they sell again. When the Form 4s were going home last year, teachers were at the gate checking them before they left the school. And we found quite a number of reams of photocopying papers that they were carrying out of school to go and sell and have some money for December holidays. And when you come to school, you will find that the records do not tally with the records that you have as a parent. So I would urge you to be keen. In fact, let me propose that you buy for them the reams and they carry them to school. Don't give them money. Some of them don't buy. And we advised that we need a brand called JK Copier. That is what works well with our machines. So kindly let them have that brought to school. Otherwise, I wish you well and may God bless you. Thank you so much. Mr. Juma.
Mwalimu mkuu, manaibu mwenyekiti halmashauri ya wazazi, walimu wenza, wazazi na wasalimu wa mjambo. Mjambo, Mwalimu Jumba Duncan. Najua kwamba tumetagusana katika nyanja nyingi za hapa shuleni. Mimi sio mgeni kwa macho yenu. Kuna mambo tu machache ambayo nitayarejelea. Masuala ya kiakademia yamezungumziwa tayari na wenzangu, pengine nisiyarejelee.
katika afisi yetu tunafanya pamoja na naibu mwalimu mkuu Bwana Ugutu. Kuna yale ambayo pia atazungumzia kwa misingi ya kumlea mtoto shuleni. Moja, ningelipenda kuzungumzia kuhusu sare. Mliombwa pale mwisho wa mwaka kwamba uweze kuwafadhili watoto wanapotoka nyumbani wawe na sare kamili kupitia walimu wahusika wa madarasa. Kidogo kufikia umbali huu, kuna wachache hawajafanya hivyo. Ombi langu kabla urudi nyumbani leo, fanya hima uweze kumfadhili mtoto asije akasumbuka akiwa hapa shuleni. Hakikisha kwamba ana sare kamili. Kuna wale ambao kidogo walienda kinyume wakatafuta sare ambazo haziingiliani na sare yetu ya shule. Tafadhali, kabla uende nyumbani, onana na mwalimu husika Bwana Fred, uone kwamba hayo yanatiliwa maanani. Sare ya shule ndio inayoleta ule uwiano wa mwanafunzi mmoja kwa mwingine. Pakiwa na yule ambaye ataonekana tofauti kidogo, pengine anaweza kuathirika kisaikolojia kwa sababu ya mavazi. Haswa wale ambao wana mavazi ambao ni malaru ama ni ndogo, haiwezi kuhimili mwili. Ombi langu kwamba kabla uende nyumbani, hayo yaweze kuzingatia, asiwe na matatizo kuanzia Jumatatu. Pili ni swala la nidhamu. Ombi langu ni kwamba tuweze kushirikiana. Wewe ni mzazi na sisi ni wazazi wenza. Tunafanya kazi hiyo kwa niaba yako wakiwa hapa shuleni, na iwapo ataenda kinyume na nidhamu ya shule, adhabu itampata. Anapofanya makosa, tunafanya hima kuweza kuwasiliana nawe kwamba uje ukamchukue mtoto. Kuna wale ambao wanatepetea wakipata mwito huo, ama unaanza kuomba kwa njia nyingine kwamba mtoto aweze kukaa shuleni na ana makosa ambayo anahitaji kwamba tuweze kushirikiana kati yetu na wewe kama mzazi. Naomba ushirika uwe ikija wakati mtoto ana makosa ya kinidhamu shuleni. Tutawasiliana nawe kwa muda, tutakupa muda wa kuja kumchukua, muweze kusemezana naye pale nyumbani, pakiwa na mchungaji aweze kumshauri, ama kuna wale wahusika wanasaha na ushauri wanaweza kumpa ushauri akiwa pale nyumbani aweze kurekebika. Ombi langu ni kwamba tuweze kuwa na umoja. Anapofanya makosa yule, kuja tuseme kama wazazi. Usije ukajiunga na mtoto alikwamba ana makosa. Kuja upande wetu tuweze kusema, kabla tuseme naye tutamrekebisha zaidi. Juma lililopita tulikuwa na matatizo kidogo yanayohusiana na vyakula. Natumai leo makosa haya hayajarudiwa. Haturuhusu shuleni vyakula vya kupikwa. Baada ya wazazi wa kidato cha 4 kuja, juma lililofuata tumekuwa na matatizo mengi ya watoto kuwa wagonjwa kwa sababu ya kuhifadhi vyakula vile vya kupikwa. Tafadhali, wakati wote ule unakuja shuleni, mbebe mkate unatosha, tena ule mdogo tu. Hapa sio fattening camp. Mpe mkate ule mdogo unamtosha yeye. Chakula kinacho cha kutosha cha kuweza kumhimili akiwa hapa shuleni. natumai hilo halitarudiwa iwapo kuna mmoja wetu ambaye ameenda kinyume na hayo. Tatu, unapokuja kumtembelea mtoto, tafuta idhini kabla ya kumfikia mtoto. Wachache wanakuja na kutana watoto njiani wakaanza kuzungumza nao, ama unafika kule sehemu ya majilisi ama kwenye ofisi ya mwalimu mkuu. Ukitoka pale, pengine ulienda kulipa karo, moja kwa moja unatumana mtoto wako. Unakiuka itifaki za shule. Naomba kwamba unapofika shuleni, mtafute mwalimu wa darasa, zungumza naye, achana, mwachie yale ambayo yanahusu mtoto, wewe rudi nyumbani. Una kipindi cha miezi miwili wakati wa Disemba, Aprili na Agosti, una kipindi cha majuma mawili. Sema naye vya kutosha, tuachie sehemu yetu ya kumlea. Na mwisho, naomba kwamba tuweze kumsaidia mtoto inapokuja katika masuala ya kielimu. Kuna wakati pengine mtoto asifanye vizuri. Ombi ni kwamba tembea pamoja naye polepole. Sote hatujabarikiwa katika kiwango kimoja. Wanafunzi wa kidato cha 3 ni 800 kuelekea 30 ama 50. Kuna uwezekano wa yule kuwa wa mwisho kule nyuma. Hayo yasikufanye kwamba ukakosa kuwajibika kama mzazi. Mwajibikie mtoto katika hali na mali. Mpe hela za kutosha kuweza kumstahimilisha shuleni. Hakikisha kwamba unakuja kusema nasi, zungumza nasi, tuweze kuzungumza na mtoto, tutamwekea vikao. Nazungumza na wale support staff. Hakikisha kwamba mazungumzo yale yako official. Let us communicate through our class teachers with the administrators when it comes to matters of the welfare of the child. I want to wish you well when you go back home. May you have a safe journey. God bless you all. At this juncture, I want to welcome the Deputy in charge of academics to address us. Let's clap for him as he comes. Thank you, Mr. Jumba. To our PA chair, all the PA representatives, our dear senior principal, colleague teachers, and dear parents. Mine is to welcome you to this meeting. I'm glad that you did our call when you did indicate in the newsletter that we are supposed to have a meeting with you today. Thank you for coming, and may God support your work. My office deals with academics, and our ABDS has labored to tell you that we endeavor in this school to produce genuine results. And I want to tell you it's not very easy, because our society demands, at times due to pressure, that we have shortcuts. But as a school, we'll endeavor to produce genuine results. If you look at our scores, we have got all the grades spread.
That one tells you that in this school we allow students to do their bit and get their grades. And whatever their hands will land on after their 4-year course in this school, they'll be in a position to excel. That's why my humble plea with you today, please have keen interest in the performance of your son. More so since he joined this school in Form 1 up to now. Is he really consistent? Is he really living to expectation? And some of us, let us leave our KCP marks now. Just leave those KCP marks for now. Deal with the scores that the boy has been attaining since Form 1. And I want to sincerely thank most of the parents who have come even for academic counseling sessions when we do open the school. My dear parents, it is very important for us to note that in Form 1 and Form 2, they were taking 11 subjects. And some of them kept on complaining of the subject that were really making them to perform poorly. Now they are specialized, that now they are taking 8. Now we should give no room for any excuse whatsoever, because we believe they have taken their bed. And they did consult you in 3rd term last year, and you had agreed on the subject that is supposed to take from 3rd term up to next year, Form 4. Have a candid discussion with them when we're meeting them with the class or subject teachers, so that they may share with you their challenges. I want to give you an assurance that my office is open. I'm glad some of you are giving me a lot of feedback on how teaching and learning is taking place in those classes, and even how students are also conducting themselves. We believe in feedback. Don't shy away. Let us know whatever is happening, where we need to adjust. I'm assuring you that the team that we have as teaching staff are very much dedicated and they are ready to support your sons. I want to wish you a successful deliberations and help us to sort out these boys. I know it's not very easy to get genuine results, but with the result from your side and from the teacher side, all will be well. I'm glad that your support is very unwavering, and we call upon you to continue supporting our school. Thank you, and God blessings. Allow me to welcome my senior, our duty principal in charge of admin, Mr. Ogutu Gordon. Thank you.
The PA chair, together with the PA executive members in Form 3s, our senior principal, our parents, good afternoon. I am Gordon Ogutu. I teach chemistry and biology, and at the moment, I teach chemistry. I know very many of you don't know me because I haven't taken long here, but I'm old enough here to perform my duties. Top school produce top students, and therefore St. Joseph Sarpogi is one. Top school is made of top parents, top teachers, and top students. And I'm very happy that I'm in such a school. For us to maintain that status, I would this time, in a humble way, request our parents that as they perform their roles please be keen on discipline of your sons, because discipline crowns it all. As they come home, ensure that your sons are involved in activities that build them, not activities that destroy them. Cooperate, and we are very happy. What I've found here is that parents cooperate so well with the teachers, and the three groups, parents, teachers, and students, actually work together. That's the way to go. Now, our senior master administration, a very useful person, we work with him, has clearly requested you to give the school maximum cooperation. Please, that is very important for well-being of your son. Because as a school, we want to produce very, very productive people. No wonder you can see that even when these students exit this place, the teachers still follow them up and are very interested in knowing how they are performing outside there. So they still remain our students, and we are still interested in them, and we still pray for them, and even follow them and get to know actually how they are doing. That's our motivation, and that's only happening in top schools. The rest of the schools may not do that. So you are very blessed to have your son here. Let's just do the much we can so that we make our school a greater school. Thank you so much for coming. Only serious parents come for these occasions, and I can see our tents are full. Thank you so much. That's the way to go. Allow me to take this opportunity to invite our senior principal, Mr. Nyagwa, to address you.
To our PA chair, our chaplain, PA reps, parents of candidates 2026, good afternoon. Good afternoon once again. I want to say that I have very close attachment with the students in Form 3. The reason being that they reported here, and that is the time I reported to this school. So where you are seated, we are almost 3 years old. And I want to say that you have already seen the fruits of what we can do as a school. The DS did say that for the last 9 years, last year was the best grade. So if we join hands, and I know the boys will do wonders. I'll be giving examples here and there. Last week, a member of Form 3 Pink decided to go and smoke behind the classroom. And it is our sons who apprehended him, brought him to us. That tells you that we have developed characters who knows what is good and what is wrong. Can you clap for your sons? And that is the way to go. And I want to assure you, if your son is in a category who is not liked by our boys, then he's in a wrong place. Because
they'll apprehend him, and the information is, Mwalimu, we don't want this one because he's going to spoil for us. So what is the next thing we can do? Is to request the parent that you take him where he will be safe. Because he's going contrary to our norms. So allow me to say that as a principal of this school, I want to take this opportunity to thank our dedicated teachers. There are very few here, but you have over 100 teachers, almost 100 now. But because the lessons are going on, only the class teachers are around. We don't want to interfere with the programs of the school. Your presence here today reflects your unwavering support or concern for the academic well-being of your son. So can you clap for yourself? Today, I would like to address very important issues that directly impact on the well-being of the boys, both academically and mentally. These issues requires collective attention, support, guidance, so that we ensure that nurturing and empowering our students in the right environment. And that can only take place if both the parents and the teachers are speaking one language. So to our parents, I want to appeal to you that life presents challenges and setbacks, but we grow through perseverance and resilience. By instilling this mindset on our boys, they'll be able to overcome the obstacles and they'll be able to realize their full potential. I would also like to appeal to you to teach the boys not to let negative statements or comments affect their well-being, since it is only the highest deity who knows our tomorrow. And I want to give an example that when people saw as shepherd in David, God saw a mighty king of Israel. When people saw a prisoner in Joseph, God saw the second in command after Pharaoh. When people saw a barren woman in Sarah, God saw a mother of all nations. When people saw a stammerer in Moses, God saw the deliverer of the Israelites. When people see this dismal performance in your son, God sees quality grades in your son. So never mind what people say or think about your son. Remember they are special in God's eye. And it is stated in the Bible that all of us are in the likeness of the Almighty. So we must think along that line. We must also address the problems of fee payment, personal effects which have been talked about, and pocket money. I want to remind you that timely fee payment will make us to have a smooth operation of the school. It also allows us to maintain high standards of discipline among the boys, because they will not be moving out and back to school, because when they are out there, we will not be able to monitor what they are doing. But when they are confined, we are able to monitor. And when we release them at once, we'll be able to monitor what they are doing out there, because
as I gave the example of that boy who took bang, the rest of the boys will be monitoring themselves, those who are going astray. Similarly, personal effects and pocket money should be managed responsibly. Why do I say so? If it is too much, it is going to distract their focus on academics. If it is not there or too little, it will also disrupt their focus on academics. So give them what is moderate. Let us work together to ensure our boys understand the importance of prioritizing their education and also to manage their resources wisely. Because, as it is always said, these are the leaders of tomorrow. If they cannot manage the resources that you give them now, will they manage the resources of this republic if they become the leaders of this nation? Because the boys that we produce are leaders of this, will be leaders of this nation. Engagement with teachers on your son's academic progress is vital. Why do I say that? You need to participate in parent-teacher conferences like today. You need to seek updates on the performance of your son. You need to know the strengths and the weaknesses of your son. And then we'll work together as a team to make sure that the boy gets the best out of this place. There are also several issues, particularly the emerging issues around the world today. And you know, with the new technology, the world is one nation. And with the kind of boys that we have, you have been told that what we are doing today is being aired live by our students at zero cost. If you were to hire anybody, you would pay not less than 30,000. But the boys are here to do it on behalf of the school. So we need to know about the excessive use of the phone, drugs, peer pressure, mental health, homosexuality, cult, among others. So I want to appeal to all of us that we need to engage in open discussion and honest discussion with our children about the risks associated with the emerging issues. We must educate them about the consequences and encourage them to make the right decision or the right choice, which will be for the benefit of the academic work and also for their future life. While the school acknowledges diverse viewpoints, it is crucial to clarify that our institution holds a stance against homosexuality. We believe in upholding traditional values and teachings that align our principles and culture in the cultural context where we are Africans. We, as Africans, we know it is the female and the male not engaging at a different level. But not now that a boy is going to marry a boy. If we produce such characters, then blame us. The moment we realize that your son is involved, we'll take the right steps to make sure that that habit is stopped. And if he continues, I don't know what we'll do. But allow us to do what is good for the boys. Allow us to produce boys, not not girls in the name of boys. Peer pressure is also another issue. As you all know, our boys are at the adolescent stage. They have several challenges and they are susceptible to several influences. We must empower our sons to make choices aligned to their values and aspirations. I encourage them to surround themselves with positive influences and supportive networks. And this will help them to develop self-confidence. And once they have self-confidence, they'll be able now to acquire skills which will make them to resist any peer pressure. Another area is betting, and I want to say the allure of money can be enticing, especially for the young minds. However, we must emphasize to the boys the detrimental effects of gambling and the risk associated with it. I'm concerned that some of the boys confess to us, particularly to me, that while they are at home throughout the night, they handle the phones. And the person who has provided that phone is the parent seated in front of me. So when the boy is gambling, you are asleep. The whole day he'll be fatigued. When he comes to school, he'll be thinking about betting back at home. So the boy will not be concentrating. My advice, if you've made your son to acquire a phone, can you, when you go back, put it far away? Keep it to where you will not reach it until he clears this school in 2026. One of our best students confided in me that throughout the holiday, he was with the phone and also playing piano. And that made his academic work to drop, because while in school, he'll be thinking about, you're saying, how to go and bet, and also how to play piano, because he was learning. So there are certain things that if we are not careful, will make the boys to lose track. Mental health is another topic of growing importance in our society that we need to address. As parents, we must actively promote a culture of understanding and support around mental health. Encourage open conversations with your sons. Listen to their concern and be attentive to any signs of distress. Why do I say so? Last week, we had a boy who sneaked into the sanatorium and picked 8 tablets. He wanted to take all the 8, simply because there is a problem back at home. Through good luck, the prefect in charge was only a stone throw away. So we were able to arrest that situation. So when there is a problem, solve it. When there is an issue with the boy, discuss with him. Be candid. Otherwise, we may lose some of them, simply because we are too harsh to them. So there is no room for him to share that he was booted by his girlfriend. I said the boys are at an adolescent stage. They connect with the other sex. The boy was booted by the girlfriend. So he's seeing no end or no beginning at all. If you were free, if the parent was free, you would be able to share with him. But I was booted by my girlfriend, so what is the way forward? We want to assume that they are still young. Let us not assume. When I sat the boy down, I took them through the process. And he was now saying, sorry, he was seeing that life is normal. Nilimuambia, when we'll be having an inning, these are the words now that you can use to get a new one. And the boy is now safe. What if I was also too harsh to him? He would easily lose him. So let us understand their desire. Let us understand their status. Let us understand what they need so that they will open up and tell you all their problems. I would also wish that we mind the words that we tell these boys. Never, and I repeat, never, utter a statement that may cause them to give up in their dreams and doubt about themselves. You may be having 3 or 4 in high school, but this one of ours is at the bottom, but with a reason. So when others come back, you start telling him, when you're not like the rest. Let us mind what we say. And as parents, particularly the mothers, we may disagree with the fathers. But when we disagree, let it be in the bedroom, not where the boys are. You'll be throwing tantrums. So when the boy comes back to school, he'll be imagining, and to my fellow men, he'll be imagining that the mother is not safe. That is what they normally tell us. That I'm in school, but because of what I witnessed, I don't believe my mother is safe. So let's sort out our issues outside or where they are not there. I also want to remind ourselves that as we discuss academic progress today, we need to pay attention to the newsletters. Some of us do not even get access to the newsletters. Get to know what is taking place in school, get the updates through the newsletters, and you'll be informed accordingly. But if you don't read the newsletters, you'll not be able to know our programs. I'm just about to finish, but I want to emphasize that the value of collaboration and positive impact between the two of us will make the boys to do well in the academics. One of the world's philanthropists once said, "You can do what I cannot do. I can do what you can do, but together we can do great things." So can we pull together so that we do great things? I want to remind ourselves using this quote from Galatians 6 verse 9. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest which we do not give, which will make us not to give up. I was just forgetting to remind you that we need to register in SHA, or it is called Taifa what? Taifa Care. If you have not done that, make sure you do it. And if you're coming from Ureri, there's a link that you need to use to apply for the bursary for your child. And that will be able to, we can do it from here, but there is a message which will be sent to your phone. There's a code so that the boy can process the application. So if you're coming from this area, make sure that when you get that message, you send it to us so that we can continue with the processing. The boys are not supposed to come home for such things. I want to summarize by saying that as a team, and I want to thank our teachers. These are the best teachers in this republic. Seems you're not sure. Can you clap for our teachers? Because if we tell you the marks that we get from during admission, the average mark is about 345. But we can now compete nationally. And I want to assure you that if I'll be here next year, your sons will achieve the best result. And that is only possible if you're positive about us. When you talk ill about us in those walls, I'm just reading and keeping quiet. You talk negative about the teachers in those walls. If there is an issue with a particular teacher, you can inbox, but let it not be in the public wall, because that is a public document. And the way you talk tells me how you are dealing with your son. I just read, I know the kind of parent you are. So let us be positive. Positivity has good earnings, but negativity subtracts. Thank you, and may God bless you. Allow me to invite the PA chair to take over.
Thank you, Mr. Principal, for your good words. To our parents, good afternoon. Let me take this opportunity, first and foremost, to thank Senior Principal and your team for the goodness that you've shown us for the last 3 years. This, as already mentioned, is our 3rd year here, and you've been good to us. And we're also glad that we have seen the transformation in our children. Before I make my remarks, I'd like to request the PA executive to come and self-introduce, because without them, I'm not there. And without you, they're not there.
Paul, I forgot. We have a new deputy principal. The reason being our deputy principal in charge of administration was promoted and is now a principal at Kakrao Mixed. If you're coming from around Migori, there's Rapogia next.
Can we give a clap for that? God is forever gracious and merciful. The PA executive, Johnny, ujitambulishe kwa wazazi hao. I'll start from my left.
Senior Principal, Deputies, PA, Parents, habari zenu. Maroon High, mko ngangari. Asante. Mi kwa majina naitwa Francis Amugo Atonya, PA Rep Form 3 Maroon. Kumaliza mwendo ndiyo tunaangalia. Tuangalie tumalize mwendo salama na kwa nguvu. Asanteni.
Thank you. To the senior principal, teacher
teachers, and my fellow parents. Good morning, good evening.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon now. Now that we are now serious, if you are able to read somebody's mind, I think it's okay. Washington Juma, PA Rep from 3 Navy. From 3 Navy, hi. Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum. Kwa heshima ya itifaki zote, mwalimu mkuu, walimu wote wahusika, padri yako hapa, wazazi wenzangu. Mimi naitwa Jacob Ouma. Mimi ni msimamizi Form 3 Pink. Form 3 Pink. Oi! Mupo! Mwanzo wa ngoma ni lele, na ndio lele imeanza.
Asante, basi. All protocols duly observed. I am Dickson Nongola, representing Form 3 Yellow. If you have a chance to be following closely the pro forma and the academic report that we have, you will see what we are talking about. And when we talk about next year, 2026, I think Yellow will bear the burden. Thank you so much, fellow parents. Thank you so much, the in charge of the whole Form 3 class from Form 3 Yellow. We thank you so much, Principal is away, for what we are doing in this school. We trust that come next year, we are going to celebrate in a better way. Thank you.
Good afternoon. All protocols observed. Indeed, it's a privilege for all of us to be here, and I thank all of us for being here. We started and we must finish. Come next year, we shall finish, and we will finish in a great way. My name is Francis Wasonga, Rep from 3 Cream. Cream upo? Asanteni sana for your support. Asanteni sana walimu ambayo wanatusupport katika kidato cha 3 Cream. Thank you.
Our PA Chair, Senior Principal, the teachers, parents, and everyone. Good afternoon. Ochola Jason is my name. I represent 3 White. 3 White, are you there? Just stand and wave to the crowd. Thank you, thank you. Standing on the established protocol. Good afternoon. My name is Bernard Owino. I represent from 3 Green. Green, where are you? Yeah, color green speaks for itself. Don't say much. Thank you.
Thank you so much to the principal, PA. Good afternoon. Violet, are you there? Are you there? Thank you so much, full house. I was consulting my colleague, because the best stream, and we have shared a lot. We are coming there, my friend. So let us be contented. I promise next time, Violet, you will be somewhere there. Thank you so much.
Asanteni sana to the team, the PA executive. That is the team that I work with very closely. I have apologies from the representative from 3 Blue, that is Madam Edwina Kawaka. She's held up at her workplace. I also have apologies of AD Oumokelo, the representative from 3 Orange. They are held up. And then for Indigo, where is Indigo? Oh, there you are. Thank you so much. You know that you don't have a PRF, but I'm hopeful that by the end of today, we'll have a strong person in that class. And as I talk about Indigo, I want to
ask whether the parent of Franklin Omondi Odiwuor yupo. Hebu njoo. Huyu anayekuja ni mkewe mwenda zake Charles Migoya. Charles Migoya was the PA rep of Form 3 Indigo. That time it was 2 Indigo. And I want to most sincerely goes, or where your boy goes, is suspected of malpractices. Also, you can imagine the anxiety of the parents just before marking started. So we thank this team for having remained authentic. We thank this team for working as hard as they do. So tuwapigie makofi tafadhali. In many schools as we speak now, there's a lot of war. In many schools out there where children have failed, there's a lot of war. Au sio? Kama jiore mejidondre. Au sio? Don't walk. It's just don't walk, don't walk, don't walk. There's no much don't walk. But we thank God that at St. Joseph's Rapogi, we were able to post authentic marks, and as the DOS ably said, the boys have proven their worth beyond Rapogi boys and succeeded in whatever endeavor. So this is the kind of wametuinua, tumefika pahali, tukabaki pale. From the analysis that you see there from 1989, there's constant improvement also. Candidates of 2026. We believe that 2025 would be better, but 2026 would be the best. Also, I want to thank you very especially as parents for the support that you've given these teachers for this time. Earlier today was our timekeeping. the 10th is my plea to you that next time jaribu tuangalie sana. When we report late and then it's overlap by noon, we get due to that reporting for various reasons. So I just ask you colleague parents kwamba next time we get on ourselves found it. Let them go. Yes, I'm not a stranger. I'm a parent in the school. Miss your mom look here, gave them Monday. I'm sorry that I didn't introduce myself among the reps. These yellow guys and green, this time you'll see red. And they're coming up steadily. So we believe that together we shall make it. In my analysis of our results on last year, I was looking at them with the eye of a teacher. Wakawa namba 5. Sio wamejaribu? I'm worried about some. I'm worried about those who are number 6, akarudi 11. Violet. Mnasema mnakuja. Msije na reverse. Tunaweza sema tunakuja, kumbe wameweka reverse gear. Tunawahimiza kwamba mrudi huko juu. That's where you belong. Red wamewaambia kwamba wamekuja, waliruka wengi. Mwaka ule mwingine, ule mtihani mwingine walikuwa namba 12. Term 2 Sako 1. Baadaye wakamaliza a strong number 10. Simunipigie makofi. And they're coming up. We are moving on. Hiyo sio kutoka namba 12 mpaka namba 10. Sio ni hatua jamani. So now I mean that because over the minimum 100 wako chini ya Minsco. Kwa hivyo we still have work to do, all of us, because the moment we are each other's keeper, we will all smile. What I always say is that schools don't pass. It's students who pass. Eventually it becomes the school pass. Au sio? Hata saizi wa mwaka jana kuna wale wanalia. Si ndio? Sisi tunasherekea hapa. Lakini kuna particular students bado wanalia. Kuna wazazi wanasema hii rapogi ni fake. Because mtoto wake hakupita. So the moment you are each other's keeper, that's why I do this, so that I check my colleagues. Tunawaambia tunashindana positively, sio kuvutana chini. We hold them accountable, waende wa benchmark. Green has been very consistent. Mtihani wa kwanza walikuwa namba 1, wa pili wakawa namba 1, wa tatu wakawa namba 3, wa 4 wakawa namba 3, mwisho wakawa namba 1. Is that not something? So we can learn and get to know what do they do that is different from what we do. Because it's the same school, the boys came with the same marks, and they were just allocated classes bila discrimination. So that is the essence of this, is not to discourage anybody, but to encourage all of us.
The other thing that I want to talk about, colleague parents, is that we've been told we are the next candidates after the current one. I said the other time that when we bring boys to Rapogi, we are not coming for 100% transition. We bring them to Rapogi so that they go for quality career courses. How's yours? When we brought them in from one, we are told chai na bora chai. Chai.
How many recall that? And we all said when we are coming to Rapogi, tunataka chai bora, sio bora chai. Tunapotaka chai bora, lazima tufanyie kazi. Na ni hii kazi ambayo naomba tushikane mikono na hao walimu ili tufanye kwa pamoja. The results will only be good as the effort that we parents put, teachers put, and our children put. I must thank those who have really cooperated with the academic support programs. From the time we came in, we were told what to do every time. How sio? Lakini kuna wengine wamedowea, hawapo, hawalipi, hawasemi chochote. Let us support these programs. Academic support, mwajua, si ndio? The 2,000 per term. Kuna wale ambao hawapo, hawatoi. Why do we require this? This is to help at least motivate the teachers. Kwa sababu hao walimu pia ni wazazi, au sio? And on that note, I want to call Mr. David. David, hebu njoo bana, njoo. Huyu mwaka jana alikuwa mzazi mwenzetu, lakini pia ni mwalimu. Huyu anakaa Gen Z, au sio? His boy sat KCSE last year in this school and it became the second best student nationally. Huyu ndio babake. Mpige makofi. Rapogi ikaonekana kwenye TV, au sio? Huyu ndiye baba ya nanio ambaye alikuwa Mutugi. He's now getting back to his work as a teacher. That's what he was telling me earlier, that is leaving the parents a bit. But you are very proud of his role, that he brought the boy up well, and the boy managed to put us on a national map. Tumpigie makofi tafadhali.